If you're into classics, then this scenario probably sounds familiar. A couple buys a classic car intending to have a nice original driver, only to have a minor restoration project that turns into every component getting replaced and upgraded. Today, Chris and Judy Rowe tell us how they started with a light restoration on their 1955 Chevy, but ended up with a masterpiece.
Hello everybody, I'm Christine Danchuk and I'm here today with Chris and Judy Rowe from Naples, Florida, and we are taking a look at their beautiful 55 Bel Air. So tell me a little bit about it.
Well, we actually did purchase her in Florida, in Daytona, at the Turkey Run in 2007. Thought it was a great driver. We just wanted to have fun with it.
Have you always been interested in Chevys, or is this your first time restoring a Chevy?
I was a teenager. My first hot rod was a 55 Chevrolet.
Oh, nice.
So when we started looking again, that's what we started looking for. And we found what we thought was a nice driver, which typically when you get it home, it isn't. So we ended up doing a frame off for 4.5 years.
So tell me a little bit about the theme of your car.
Well, initially, we just wanted a stock 55 Chevrolet.
Okay.
And the more we dug into it, we had to replace a lot of parts. So we started using modern suspension, drive line. She did the interior. And it ended up more of a Resto-Mod than just a stock. So it wasn't intended to be what it is.
Well, it's a beautiful car. Tell me a little bit about the interior.
Well, I have never done a car interior before, but I'd always been kind of artsy and craftsy and handy. So when I told Chris, I said, I can do that interior. He says, I'm not so sure. I practiced on his old pickup truck, redid that, and he went, all right, we'll give it a try. We figured worst case scenario, we would just start all over again.
So did you model your interior after something, or is it all from scratch?
Well, basically, the seats we did find in a Chrysler Concorde. They were too large, so we had to cut them down and modify them. And for the console, we knew we wanted to keep with those soft, rounded curves. The exterior, we wanted it to be kind of chip foosish, where you knew that there was something different, but you couldn't put your finger on it. But inside, we wanted it to be more updated and modern. So we started going with the soft, rounded curves, the swirls. That console actually started life in a 2006 530i BMW.
Oh, wow. What about the underside of the car? Did you powder coat it? Did you paint it?
Well, actually, it's a stock 55 frame, and we just squared it off, boxed it in, finished it off, and we changed the front suspension and the rear suspension to something a little more modern, lowered the car 4 inches, and actually everything under the car is painted. There's no powder coat under it. I spent actually about a year part-time getting the frame in the condition that it's in.
Well, you sure did an amazing job. It looks great. Tell me about how many miles you've put on your car.
We just turned 19,300. We've had it on the road now about 3.5 years, and we love to travel with it.
Wow, so it's a nice cruising car to drive around in.
We get great gas mileage, it's dependable, we just love it.
And I bet you get lots of high fives or thumbs ups on the road.
One really funny time, we were coming home. There was a motorcycle we saw coming up behind us. Coming like a bat out of you-know-where. Look up, here's a girl on a Harley Davidson. She passes us doing what had to be at least 80, and she turns around in her seat and gives us the thumbs up going backwards. And we went, oh my heavens, no hands on the handlebars.
You're like, girl, put your hands back on the handlebars. But she's like, she had to let you know how beautiful your car is, because it is absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
And you know what I really like is the outdoor mirrors.
Yeah, they're off of a C5 Corvette, power mirrors. I thought they went really nice with the car, with the size of the car and the size of the mirror.
It gives it a great, sleek, cool look. Just looks really neat.
We really like them, and you can see out of them. That's what I like.
They're actually, you can use them.
Yeah.
That's right. So what shows has your car been in?
Oh my heavens. We have been in Good Guys, we've been to NSRA shows, we've been in a lot of local shows. In fact, our local club, we do charity events where we raise money to give back to the community. Last year we had the pleasure of giving $15,000 to the Shriners to help to transport children and their families for their treatments, and we gave an additional $5,000 to the Salvation Army, and then $3,000 we were able to give to one of our local community charities to help feed the homeless.
Oh, so that's so neat. Your Chevy's helping to give back to the community.
Exactly.
That is really neat. Very cool. So is your dream car complete, or do you have future plans for it?
It is not complete. Every time you come to a show like this,
You see
got
something
new
you want to add
ideas.
on to
Yeah,
it.
we're going to go home and make some changes. But as a whole, we're very happy with the car. But like you say, you always see something that it catches your eye at a show like this. This is just really great.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today and telling me a little bit about your car. It's absolutely beautiful, and I hope you guys are having an amazing time here today. And thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.